Hi, I'm Phil Davies, Senior Writer for the Fed-Gazette. Labor markets in western North Dakota and northeast Montana have been transformed by rapid oil and natural gas development. In communities like Williston and Dickinson, North Dakota, and City, Montana, there are few workers to fill thousands of job openings in a range of industries, from oil and construction to healthcare and food service. In the oil patch, labor supply constantly plays catch-up with demand, setting the region apart from most areas of the 9th District and the nation, where unemployment remains high in the wake of the Great Recession. Oil country is a place where finding a job typically takes less than a day. Unskilled laborers can make over $60,000 a year, and the restaurants offer sign-on bonuses and prize drawings to attract workers. Employers and communities have been forced to make adjustments to find and keep workers, many of whom have come from distant places to seek opportunity in the oil patch. Employment has exploded in the region since the early 2000s, thanks to new drilling techniques that allow energy companies to tap the Bakken Formation, a layer of oil-bearing shale deep beneath this part of the northern Great Plains. Not surprisingly, many new jobs in the Bakken region are in oil and gas. Over the past 7 years, the industry has added at least 5,500 net new jobs in western North Dakota and eastern Montana. But oil and gas development has also created jobs in other industries, such as construction and trucking, that thrive on energy industry spending. Everywhere in the oil patch, new businesses have opened that cashed in on the boom. Machine shops, furniture stores, restaurants, extended stay hotels, all need labor, a commodity that in recent years has become more precious than oil itself. In just 5 or 6 years, oil has turbocharged the regional economy, driving down unemployment rates to the lowest levels in a generation. Last December, 11 oil patch counties had unemployment rates at or below 3%, far below the national rate of over 8% that month. The unemployment rate in Williston, a bustling oil field service center, was just 1%. As more jobs go unfilled for longer periods, job openings have climbed in the region. In many oil counties, job openings consistently outnumber the unemployed, an indication that labor pools are nearing rock bottom. With labor supply stretched tight as a drum, recruiting and holding on to workers is a daily battle for many firms, from oil fields to Main Street. Raising wages is the most obvious tactic to lure scarce workers, and indeed average wages have risen dramatically in the oil patch. Since 2004, wage increases in 6 core Bakken counties have dwarfed increases in the state and nation. Oil wages have increased, but so have wages beyond the oil fields, in industries such as construction, trucking, and food service. Many non-oil employers, restaurants, retail stores, auto dealers, have had to increase wages to compete with oil companies. As local labor pools have drained, job seekers have poured into the oil patch from elsewhere. The oil patch is a black hole for labor, sucking in workers from across the continent, as well as from adjacent areas such as western Montana, eastern North Dakota, and Minnesota. Census figures show substantial migration to the oil patch. Between 2004 and 2010, the combined population of core Bakken counties increased by 10% to about 110,000. Considering the region's strong economic growth, the population has surely risen well beyond that level over the past 2 years. But in a white-hot economy driven by ongoing oil and gas development, not enough people are arriving to satisfy rising demand for labor. In recent months, unemployment rates across the oil patch have remained very low, and the number of job openings has gone up, not down. When jobs paying good wages go begging, it's clear there are barriers to the free flow of labor into the oil patch. Several factors limit more labor recruitment in the region, including scarce, expensive housing and strains on other critical infrastructure such as roads and sewage systems. Yet with a massive economic stimulus, many communities are feeling growing pains. Then there are the region's notoriously cold winters, a turnoff for prospective migrants from warmer climes. Employers and local governments can't do much about the weather, but cautiously hopeful that the oil boom will continue, they're striving to make the oil patch an easier place to live and work. Down the road, labor supplies are likely to increase on the oil patch as government invests in infrastructure and developers build more housing for workers and their families. These and other community building efforts are vital to helping the oil patch sustain its remarkable run of economic growth. For much more detail on labor and housing markets in the 9th District, see the April issue of Fed-Gazette. Thanks for watching.